Okay, so welcome to my video, and I want to talk about the history of Cassandra complex. But before we talk about the story, and I want to talk about the Cassandra complex itself. It is a term where to call people who can foresee the future, but nobody believe everything they said about the future. And in the psychological field, Cassandra complex is to call people where people who think can guess or estimate the future, but they have no power to change what will happen. So the story began where there was a Cassandra herself, the princess of Priam, the legendary queen of Troy. She is widely known as the beauty of the Troy. Even Apollo, the god of oracle in the Greek mythology, had a crush on her. Well, at first, Cassandra accepts Apollo's love and asks him for a power to foresee the future. And of course, Apollo gave her a precognition power, a power to foresee the future and know what will gonna happen. But it turns out that Cassandra rejects Apollo, and that makes Apollo disappointed, of course, so that Apollo cursed Cassandra that she still has the power, the precognition power, but nobody going to trust nobody going to trust Cassandra for what she said about the future. So, of course, that curse is so hurt for Cassandra because she knows when the bad things are gonna happen to people, but nobody trusts him. The climax is when the Greek forces going to attack the Troy city, or as a Trojan War, and its Trojan horse. So long story short, the city of Troy had a strong fortress to hold Greek forces, and after a long war, the Greek forces pretends to leave the war and leaves a soldier named Sinon who gave up to the Trojan forces and give a giant horse statue as a symbol of surrender. Well, Cassandra, of course, had known that inside of the horse there hid the Greek forces in the first place, but as you know, nobody believed her. And finally, in the end, when the Trojan forces celebrate their victory, suddenly the Greek forces who hid in the horse statue jump out from the horse statue and kill the gatekeeper, and then they open the gate so that the hiding forces of Greek could go inside the city and destroy the city of Trojan. And then after that, the Cassandra itself was kidnapped by the Greek forces, and she died. So it's a sad story, I think, when you know what will going to happen, especially when it's a bad thing, but nobody believe you about that bad things. So I think that's it from me. I hope you enjoy my video, and thank you.